Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today for our second topic in our webinar series of Movers Choice Online. My name is Renee Paul, and I am the Global Account Manager of Technology Services for our new Movers Choice Online product. I've been heavily involved with the platform development, so I am the go-to girl if you have any questions on the information that will be presented in today's topic. So a few housekeeping items before we begin. I'd like to reference on your screen, you'll be able to see our upcoming schedule of other topics within our webinar series. Today the topic is involved with employee online onboarding. We will go through assessment, including application process and vetting, orientation, certification, and task management. As you can see, we have two other topics that are coming up in the next couple weeks. The next topic on our list will be on independent contractor online onboarding, and the final topic of our series will be on back office support capabilities through the Movers Choice online platform. So I highly encourage you to make a note of the days and times of the upcoming webinars so that you can also join us then. If you happen to miss the first topic, which is the introduction and basic understanding of the platform, we do have a webinar recorded that I can send you out as a link. So if you'd like to send me an email or send it to Jacob Gonzalez in our office, his info is at the bottom of the screen. We would be happy to get you out the recorded version on topic number 1, the introduction to the platform. So I want to thank everybody for joining us today and taking a few moments to go over this new technology marketplace of Movers Choice Online. We're very excited, and our customers have been excited as this is a new rollout, and we keep expanding this all the time. So the offerings are getting greater, and the different services and products provided to our customers is growing day by day. So before we begin the presentation, I'll just give you a quick little overview of what we'll do today. So this is a live webinar. You can hear me, but I cannot hear you via the audio. So if you have any questions or comments throughout the presentation, you can use the chat box on your webinar tool screen and type a question to me, which I will review at the end and answer any of those that have come in. So we're going to start today with a quick PowerPoint kind of demonstration giving you some information on the topic. That should take about 10 minutes total. And then after that, we'll go ahead and go through a live demonstration actually showing you how the onboarding segment will work. So without further ado, let's get started. So what is the issue going on here? We know that our movers need to get qualified drivers applied and through their system, to keep folks engaged with the process. And we know that you wish your company had a more efficient onboarding process overall. So what's the solution to that? Well, the solution is Movers Choice Online provides a 24/7 onboarding platform. It creates an efficient process that encourages applicant commitment and engagement. It also provides task management throughout the entire hiring process. And finally, it incorporates orientation, certification, and vetting abilities through the employee onboarding. So what are some of the benefits to the applicant of using an electronic employee onboarding tool through Movers Choice Online? Well, it's easy for the applicant to access the information online. They could do this in the comfort of their own home, through their smartphone, laptop, or tablet device, and they would be provided a link from your company's website that would direct them immediately into Movers Choice Online to complete the application and the onboarding process. The electronic application helps to create a convenient and quick process not only for the applicant, but as well as for your organization to speed up the onboarding segment. It also provides the ability to save progress, which makes the application much more flexible. And finally, guided narration can also help simplify the user experience. So what are some of the benefits to the employers, right, and to our movers? Well, it provides you the potential to increase the number of applicants due to increased efficiency of the process. An electronic application also eliminates the time wasted from your management or recruitment team having to review incomplete applications. A customizable workflow is filled in to fit your company's specific requirements, style, and culture. There's also an option to provide guided narration, which can help reduce the number of mistakes made on the application by that particular applicant. And finally, professional application process really helps your company stand out and makes it a different process from others. Take an example of a Target or Walmart store. Everybody has seen the computer stations at the end of the checkout stand where any individual can walk into the store, sit down at the computer, and fill out an application to apply for a job. We think that our movers can greatly increase efficiency with their onboarding process and have more attraction to your organization from individuals by utilizing this online onboarding for employees. So now on to the orientation segment. What the orientation piece can help provide would be a customized corporate orientation. An example of that may be a CEO welcome video that you would like the applicant to watch. It may talk about the style or culture of your company and give the applicant a better idea of the type of environment that they may be working in. Another example would be a letter or some type of message that could be presented to the applicant during that online onboarding process. The orientation piece also helps build company culture and opens up streamlines for communication. You can store an entire employee file online. You can include and be able to reference an online employee handbook and also maintain all of the required hiring forms, which can be signed electronically and stored within that employee file or driver qualification file. The Movers Choice online platform also can help initiate job training through the system. With the communication through the system and task management, what it gives to our movers is the ability to communicate with your entire company or organization, as well as create different subgroups or divisions. The flexibility in communication, text design, also helps to fit the style and formatting that you would like to see for your organization. Accountability of messaging and or task assignment to different user groups or divisions in your company can be tracked by management and can be pulled from reports or other information that can allow your management team to review all different assignments or tasks that have been required of other users. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the actual demonstration and show you the actual site and how the onboarding piece works. So right now, I'm logged into our home screen or our landing page. And up at the top, you'll notice different tiles or applications, these squares that are in different colors. So what we could do is provide a link on your company's website, which would provide an applicant the link to go ahead and start the online onboarding process. What I'm going to do is I'm going to log in as if I was an applicant and show you the visibility of the application itself that the user would be using. Now what we do is we come in and analyze your current onboarding procedure and your current application. And from there, we can plug in the application electronically as now you see on your screen. So first off, this could be any type of applicant. It doesn't necessarily have to be a driver, but for the sake of this demonstration, we're going to use an employee driver as the applicant type. Once the applicant selects which position they're applying for, they're able to walk through your application electronically and answer or acknowledge any information that you would like to see to move the process along. This could be personal information, to order an MVR as an example. And this piece goes into a little bit of the acknowledgement and verification segment. So in this particular contract, the applicant is acknowledging that they have to abide by background screening procedures, Another example may be consumer reports, credit checks, drug testing, etc. So the applicant can make sure that they consent to all of the requirements throughout your contract, and we can fill that in to have a vetting and verification process embedded throughout the application itself. We can also put in hard stops or required fields so that the applicant cannot move forward without providing the initial or most important information that you need as a company to continue on with the hiring and onboarding process. So again, we take your current application, we review it completely, and we plug and play into this to create an electronic copy of that application. The next segment that I'd like to talk about is how communication happens through the platform to different user groups. So after that applicant successfully finished that application, what it did in this particular example was it drove an assignment to the manager or the recruitment officer to go ahead and start the next step in the onboarding process. In this particular example, I'm going to show how an assignment was driven to this manager to conduct an over-the-road driving test with that particular applicant as he was applying for a driving position. So I'd like to go ahead and point out in the top right-hand corner of the screen and the column that says groups. This is where we create different user groups or subgroups throughout your organization that would allow for communication to occur through the Movers Choice online platform. As you can see, we would customize this based off which user groups or departments in your organization you would like to see communication or task assignment to be mitigated through. Here we have the example of a recruitment officer, a location manager, HR, finance, claims, safety. So you kind of get an example or idea on the different type of groups or subgroups that you can create for your organization. And up here on the top of your screen, you'll notice that this is the assignment drop-down. So this particular manager that's logged in has multiple assignments or different tasks that need to be completed. Here is the applicant that just applied for the driving position, is James De Silva. So what the manager can do is they notice they have an assignment to get with James De Silva, and the assignment is to conduct the road test. So once the manager gets the driver in the vehicle, he can pull up his iPad or tablet device, smartphone or laptop, and he can go through the over-the-road test directly on the Movers Choice online site. So the manager checks off all of the different areas during the road test, and once he finalizes this and hits submit, this road test is automatically stored in that employee file or driver qualification file. The road test is just one example of how an assignment can be driven to the next person in your organization to continue on to get this applicant on as a new hire for your company. There are many other examples that we could go through, but for the sake of time today, we've gone through the road test as being just one of those examples. So with that, I'd like to go ahead and open it up for any questions that you may have on the online onboarding of employees. If you have any questions, please type it into the chat box, and I will go ahead to take a moment and review those questions and provide some answers. So it looks like we have one question here. So I'm definitely interested in getting the electronic application signed up for our company. How do I get started? Well, here's what you can do. If you'd like to send me an email to get in touch with basically someone in your HR department or whoever handles the application process in your organization, I would come through with the tech team and review and analyze your current process and procedure so that we can plug and play and make that application into an electronic format. The programming for your particular application takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get set up and actually get running so that applicants can be provided the link and sent that when their onboarding needs to start. Another question that was presented is what's the cost of this to our movers? So the great news is there's no cost to customize the onboarding tile. So once you've registered to become a Movers Choice Online customer, you're provided with a login, and any additional users that you would like to add to this system would be $3 per month per user. So if you have 3 more users or 3 more divisions within your organization that you would like to sign up, that would be $15 per month altogether for those 3 users. And with that, we can come in and customize that onboarding tile and application process as a basic package. So it's great to be able to utilize this program and system at a very low cost, which can really help increase your operational efficiency. I don't see that there are any more questions being presented right now. So with that, I'd like to touch on one last thing before we end our call today, and that is how do you become registered for Movers Choice Online if you haven't already done so? As you can see on your screen, we've provided the link, so moverschoiceonline.com. Up in the top right-hand corner of your page, you will see a link and button for customer login registration. Once you click that button, you will be prompted to insert fields containing information about yourself and your company so that we know who you are. And the turnaround to receive your user ID is about 3 business days from when you register. If you're interested after that in adding any additional users to your system, you can do so through Movers Choice Online. And I'll be talking a little bit more about that in our next webinar topic in regards to independent contractor online onboarding. So again, I highly encourage all of our customers to get registered for this wonderful new technology marketplace. We've had great feedback so far, and if you haven't got signed up or have questions or concerns about doing so, please reach out to me directly so that I can guide you. I'm definitely happy to help. And again, take one more look at our upcoming topics on the calendar for the webinar series, because we would love to see you join those future topics to learn more about Movers Choice Online. Again, I thank you very much for your time today. We thank you for your business, and we really hope that once you get signed up and start utilizing this system, it can create a benefit and efficiency platform for your organization as it has for ours as well. Thank you very much all, and have a wonderful day.